guys, it's Tanya from Global Bakes. Today we're going to be making browned butter. And you might be thinking, why are we going to just make one simple ingredient? But I wanted to start with some videos. Some of my newer videos I wanted to be recipes for things that I use as bases for other things that I make. So brown butter is one of those things that really can elevate a lot of your recipes. You can use it in so many ways. You can add flavor to your buttercream. You can use it with potatoes and pasta and put it in ice cream. If you've ever had brown butter ice cream, you can use brown butter in so many different ways. And the awesome thing about this recipe is it only takes one ingredient, and that is butter. And it also keeps in your refrigerator. Once you brown it, it keeps for a couple of weeks. So you can make it whenever you have time, whip some up, put it in the fridge, and keep it until you're ready to whip up a recipe. So a couple of things before we get started. If you know for sure that you're going to be using this for a specific recipe, you want to know how much you need for that recipe. Now, I'm planning on making some brown butter buttercream to go on a cake. My recipe calls for 1 cup of butter, which is typically 2 sticks, or a total of 16 tablespoons. When you brown butter, though, the water evaporates out of the butter, so you end up with less in volume and weight than when you started because you've lost the water. So since I know I need about 2 sticks of butter, I'm actually going to start with 2.5. I'm going to cut this one in half, and I'm going to brown all of that. That is going to evaporate down, and it's going to give me about 16 tablespoons or about a cup of butter when I'm all done. Butter is typically about 13 to 17% water, depending on the brand that you use. Better butters will have less water. Cheaper butters will have more water, but either way, you're going to evaporate it out. The other tip before we get started is that you want to use unsalted butter. I know there's a big debate about salted versus unsalted, but when you're browning butter, salted can burn really easily. It doesn't brown very quickly, and it goes very, very quickly from looking kind of a nice, perfect color to burned and unusable. So you definitely want to use unsalted butter for this. I feel like brown butter is one time that you want to stick to the unsalted, even if you use salted for your other recipes. So now that we've talked a little bit about what we're going to make and how we can use it, let's get started. Okay, so we've got a lot of color in the butter solids, and our butter has started to turn a caramely brown. I'm going to go ahead and get this right out of the pan immediately because it will keep cooking in that pan if you don't. Some people like to strain out the butter solids. I leave them in there because I think it's yummy flavor. It's totally up to you. I think it just adds a bit more. So I have put our brown butter, nice caramely rich flavor and color, into a glass bowl. I'm going to let it sit on the counter for probably about 15 minutes so that it cools a little bit, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator. I don't like to put it right in the fridge because it will bring down the temperature in the refrigerator, and other stuff in there can potentially go bad from the temperature variations. So I'll let it cool here. Once it gets firm in the refrigerator, you can use it a little bit at a time if you need a tablespoon for potatoes, however you decide you want to use it. Like I said, I plan to use it for buttercream, so I'm going to let it firm back up, and then I'll bring it to room temperature again and whip it just like regular butter in buttercream. It's delicious on just about any cake. My favorite combination with it is either with a carrot cake or with a banana cake. It gives you a really nice nutty kind of a flavor without any nuts in it. So give it a try. I guarantee that this is going to elevate any recipe that you use it in. Thanks a lot for visiting my channel, and if you like this video, make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that bell button to get notifications of future videos. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.